Good morning, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to this market tutorial. In this one we'll be looking at how to use a Bollinger Band. So in the Bollinger Band we have three lines. I'll quickly add it in here. To add a Bollinger Band you can go to your indicator list, which is up here on that little button over there. You can go to trend and you can select Bollinger Band from the list. I would not recommend changing any of these settings except for perhaps maybe the color, which we will do here. Make it a bit thicker just so it's easier to see. In a Bollinger Band it consists of three lines. First the middle line, which is our 20 period moving average, the upper line, which is our 2 standard deviation, and the lower line, which is a minus or negative 2 standard deviation line. Deviation is just a mathematical formula which is quite common. So to use a Bollinger Band to trade, there are two sorts of setups that we will mainly be looking at. The first one is called the squeeze. Now the squeeze, as you can see here, is when the three lines meet up together, and it does indicate low volatility in the market, and is usually preceded by high volatility or big movements in the market. Now what we're looking for is this. You can see the lines come together, the candles or the price moves from the one side of the line, and after the squeeze the candles tend to move in the other direction of where they met on the opposite area. So you can see again here a squeeze, candles move at the top, and after the squeeze candles move to the bottom. Again you can see here candles at the top, and after the squeeze candles move to the bottom. Moving on further, you can see here candles, there's a bit of a squeeze, candles move at the bottom over here, and you can see after the squeeze candles move at the top. Now this was during a news event, so market was a little bit unsure. And again we can have here a squeeze, candles meet at the top of the chart and again move to the bottom. Now the second one we're looking for is an arranging market. So as this one you can see, this was a trending market coming from a downtrend, and now we'll be looking at our ranging market. We'll be using the Canadian dollar Swiss franc for this. So here is our Canadian dollar Swiss franc. You can see it as sort of just ranging between these two price actions over here. So one side here and the other side over here. So getting rid of this again, go back to our default chart, add the Bollinger Band by going to trend and inserting the Bollinger Bands. It's already preset with that setup, so we can have it as we had before. So here we are looking for the touch, quite similar again to the squeeze that we have had, and looking for a touch at the top of the line and moving further to the downside. Again you can see we have had it here, so we will need to add another indicator which is very common with our Bollinger Band, which is our stochastics. So to get the stochastics you go to, again, your indicators, go to oscillators and then go stochastic oscillator. Again, don't change anything, just press OK. You can change the colors and thickness if you would like. Adding that in, you can see here we do get confirmations of our stochastics crossing the line, first section over here, and confirming here with the Bollinger Band over here. Again, we have similar moves over here, and again up here, again we can see that move, and that confirms the move to the downside. Again, we have a similar section over here. Candle does cross and creates a touch on the bottom line, giving us that over here as well, and after the cross moves up to the top side. And again, following that, you can see here again we've had that cross and the touch, and now moving further down. So in this video we looked at how to set up the Bollinger Bands, how to find specific trades, and how to use the oscillator with the Bollinger Band. Now in the next video or other videos we will be looking at how to bit more detail in this stochastic oscillator over here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do give us a thumbs up and click that subscribe button to see all the new videos we do release. Thank you very much for watching, and safe trading.